Hi.
We are live. Welcome.
Tog.
Hi.
All right.
Um,
Let's see.
there's no one there.
We are boring.
I mean, it's like a wide-eyed
Fuck.
both.
Dragon.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, people can see it afterwards because it will be YouTubed. Introduction. I am Rarulf, also known as Blind Violinist in the old days, and
Whoa.
I am the host of this lovely podcast and holding strings towards my doomed guest. Dragoon, go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Dragoon, the neighborhood idiot that makes way too much guns according to some people. Those people are filthy liars. You can never have too much guns.
Oh, good God. Blue, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Also, I'm the closest thing we got to a laboratory specialist.
Hello, I am the Blue Fire. I talk strangely. That's my bit. It's good to meet you. This is also my face. Confirmed.
It's not on
Awesome.
fire. It's not on fire. You lied.
No, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not on fire myself.
All right. Reaper, welcome. You,
Hi.
introduce yourself.
I am Reaper Slayer. I've always had that name. Unfortunately, I do not have a camera today, so I will be just guest. Yeah, I've been on the site for a while, so yeah.
Oh, wow. Good to have you here. Good to have you all here. Blue is also my co-host in this program, so you will see her more than once here. I hope.
Me too, if I don't have anything better to do, which is never.
Oh yes, we have a ghost. Woohoo! The first topic is the Krogan is a danger. The topic itself is about the Krogan Empire that is growing immensely at Mass Effect the community itself. And the main question is, how do players look at it? Do we feel threatened about it, or do we accept it? How do you feel about it, Blue?
I mean, this disclaimer right here, right now. I have the human counselor, so I'm kind of forced to say semi-neutral to things. But
Just go
There-
full racist. Go full racist. Krogan are in the traps. Get
they're
up.
just being really aggressive with the expansion. That's all I'm saying.
All right. For communication, have I muted Dragoon? And Reaper, what's your thought about it?
I guess I'm kind of neutral towards it too. It's so long as it doesn't get too empirical and invading onto other people's territories, I'm fine with it. It's that Krogan thing.
All right, but you look at it a different perspective. You are the shadow broker at the moment. You're building up your network. So how do you look at it? Why is the shadow broker neutral in this position?
Profits, money. It's
Man.
yeah. He probably sees it as a potential income source if the Emperor and a couple of other individuals are interested, but he hasn't made any offers yet.
All right, Dragoon, how do you look at it?
Honestly, I care very little about it because I have no stakes in anything. Most of my characters sit safely in the lawless hellhole that is called the Terminus systems. So yeah, I'm mostly, as long as they stay out of there and don't annex Ilium, I'm really happy with it. But yeah, I did hear Reaper's opinions about it, and they were mostly very annoyed. No, it's not Reaper's, Ryo. Right. Still, my opinion is just they exist. I've got no stakes in any of them. I perhaps will have a stake soon in them if I finally get around to making a Bloodpack character. But
All right.
Up until this point, I'm just, alright, they exist. They nuked an entire place. Can we just please stop talking about it so much?
Yeah, well, the thing about it, because I placed it on the topic list, is because the Krogan Empire is rising and is expanding rapidly, and at least question marks for me, because where do they get the money of it, and how are they going to pull it off? Yes, they did get the Republic from RC. Um, but they
Yeah,
also get support from the Asari Republic and other members, which makes me questionable about why. Because the programs have an history of violence.
yeah. I think,
Um,
I think,
uh,
Biscuit also said once, yeah, the Empire will dissolve in one way because the Krogan are way too violent. I think he said that once. Or maybe I'm just making it up because, and honestly, I don't think it will hold out very long.
well, I think he did mention something like that in like a in character with his emperor, because he was saying that if something happens to his emperor, that's it. Full on Caesar's Legion, everything collapses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking Fallout Caesar's Legion because I think so. Because somebody at least.
Well,
I was just
how does the council look at it from a human perspective, Blue?
I mean, history has shown, for some reason, that the Krogan get violent very quickly. I mean, I don't have any problems with the expansion. It's just that they might need to slow it down, because over-aggression may cause other species to feel on edge. And with how the universe, at least in MEU, is still recovering from the Reaper War, it'd be really bad for a war to break out between the survivors.
yeah. I
Yeah.
see. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I kind of.
Stop muting me. I'm
Yeah.
quiet.
No, it's because you have a sensitive microphone that's switching the camera every time. That's why I'm doing that.
Oh, yeah, just watch my sure, try that.
All
Actually, go
right.
ahead.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, it's a good point. They have it aggressive, but what I was more looking at is your character perspective. Your character is the human counselor, and I was wondering, sorry, about her perspective about the case
Alright,
of the Grogan expansion, and if it does not, yeah, endanger her feelings towards the System Alliance.
alright, yeah. So, Idris's entire perspective on this is, so long as they're a force of good expansion, that they're not going to actively look for fights as they used to, they're going to focus purely upon rebuilding everything that they had beforehand, she is 100% A-okay with them expanding. So long as they still keep contact with the council and don't overstep their boundaries. Because overstepping boundaries is what led to the Krogan rebellions and such. And it would be quite bad if anything occurred. But the System Alliance shouldn't be threatened by this at all, I don't think. If anything, it's just another ally.
Okay. But so the System Alliance sees him more as an ally than a potential threat for the future, because, well, if you look at it, they were a threat in the past, and even thought, if you look at their systems, at how they are built up at the moment, they do look more peaceful.
This is true. Though I can't really, like, Idris nor myself can speak for the Alliance. Idris, in character, and myself out of character, do not lead the Alliance military force. We lead the humans as a whole species. We represent them as a whole. We don't know intimately military matters. That's where Mai's, however you say your name, Mai? I think it's Mai. That's where Mai's
I think
Mai's years of role playing, or well, 2 years now, role playing as the Prime Minister of the Alliance comes in, and I step back because I don't know anything about that, honestly. So.
From what I understand, from my N7's perspective, is that the military is just really concerned with the Bacalao right now. That
Well,
they have
Okay.
no, interest in the Krogan.
Well, that's an interesting point because I got also an N7 perspective because of Victoria, the character I play.
Yeah.
I do think the Krogans are a point of interest for the System Alliance because they are the brute strength. If you got the Krogans at your side, then why do you need a console?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just looked through all my characters, and at least a large part of them are a couple of are part of the Buckaloo, so they got nothing. I don't really have any stakes in any government, really. I really don't have any stakes. I only have one organization, and which is pretty much churning out guns like there is no tomorrow because I'm bored 24/7. Sorry, but yeah, I'm bored really a lot.
All right.
That's it.
I do
But-
think it would be a waste if they did start a war. Because actually, I have a character who's a CSEC. He's from the Krogan Empire, actually.
Yeah.
And,
but at the same time, you get also the how do you say that, the other side of the Krogans, the negative side of the Krogans, and that's the Ragnar. The Ragnar might be at the moment very peaceful. I have a character in the Ragnar harmonic. But the Krogans do see them as hostile. They see them. It's in their nature to fight the Ragnar, and I'm actually wondering about how they feel about it that the Ragnar have returned, but not aggressively, but more as a community in total.
Well, I
Weird,
think those Ragnar originally just partially indoctrinated too, that they just attacked everything that was in sight, or did Protean strain
No,
them
in the
attack?
original Mass Effect, they got indoctrinated by the Reapers.
Yeah,
But that's only a part because you got a mission that Shepard finds a queen that is literally abused by the Reapers to make mindless creatures.
That only happens if you, I think. No, wait, that's the clone queen.
No, it's not
Yeah,
Mass
Wait,
Effect.
Mom,
it happens both
whoa,
ways.
whoa.
The Reapers end up obtaining her somehow.
Yeah, why did they make a fake one? Which is quite strange.
The fake one is essentially evil, so you always kill that one on sight.
With the source zone.
Yeah, but we're getting okay, I feel.
I know. Still, again, coming back to my perspective, I've got really nothing, no stakes in the Krogan Empire or anything.
I would
but
see
it's-
this as being a good question of having Biscuit and Mai and
The
a couple
actual
of the other
leaders.
council members in this.
It's a topic we can. It's a topic we can use in future reference if
Yeah.
indeed Biscuit or May is
Mai.
available for this.
Yeah.
Mai, May, same thing.
Well, there's a difference.
But what I'm looking at the moment is the player perspective. It's not so much the person that is leading the company, because if I'm talking about Solarian Union, I need to shut up because I'm leading it.
Yeah. You're also one of the leaders, so you might possibly have one of the biggest stakes in this too.
No,
Hilarious.
no. If I have to say, I'm really puzzling about the next few steps I have to take for the Solarian Union towards the total stake itself, and that's possibly because the Solarians and the Krogans are not really on. They are on thin ice.
They're both arch enemies, you could say. They're
not arch enemies. They are the
They're more-
helpers. They
they're
are
more
the
like-
helpers.
Socially, they
tolerate
have
each other.
problems because
They're like
the whole
uneasy.
gentrification thing.
They're uneasy friends.
Yes.
They just tolerate each other, I'd say.
And that's
That's the
also
better.
and that's also the possible reason that it's puzzling for me for how to react on certain topics. Because oh yeah, they
All
expanded.
possible allies.
Crap. And it's also puzzling because if you look at it in another dimension, if you look at it at a legal position, um, you have to look at that this way because in the Mass Effect series, the council was very solid. It's really connected towards each other. And now you have more parties going to add up. You got the council, but you also got the Krogan Empire, you got the Quarian Federation, and the Ragnar that is rising at the moment.
Yeah.
The only.
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
And that is the puzzling point that it's reaching for discussion from okay, it's no longer a Citadel's matter. It is a Citadel matter, but if you look at it, the Citadel Council itself is breaking up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell, you could see me more as the guy who knows everything about the Terminus because I spent all my time there. Since every time I take a step in the damn Citadel, CSAC is piling on to me. Although,
I
mean,
wonder why.
yeah. In my
It's
eyes,
not-
as long as they stay out of the Terminus, it's all fine. The
It's
Terminus
not like-
is a lawless place. Hopefully they won't try to bring law to
We're
it.
good. We're good. Blue, what did you want to say?
I don't
That's
think
pretty
it's.
much it. Just don't try boss
Dragoon!
Terminus.
Shut up!
Okay. I don't think that it's necessarily breaking up the council. It's adding in more factors, more viewpoints, and more cultures they need to be aware of.
Yeah,
The
but-
Batarians were decimated, and that took away a big culture. But they're also kind of coming back. I think Ghost has got control of them at the moment, but he has created
Yeah.
a work that's maybe coming back soon. Along with this, we have
Yeah, but the
They're-
problem with how I see at the moment the Batarians is that the Batarians are more in character. I think. They are like the System Alliance is putting a large blanket over the Batarians from baby, come here. That's how I see it now at the moment.
I mean, like, I haven't been here. Like, I was not here during the Reaper War, so I don't know specific, like, losses. I know for a fact that the Solarian homeworld took a big hit. I've heard that multiple times.
That's-
Solarians, Batarians,
Yeah, but Tyrion took a lot, like,
Thing we took from
Tyrion
Moss
took one of the largest hits.
industry.
Go figure. I mean, the Solarians lost their homeworlds, the Batarians lost everything, and
Everything.
the bloody Hanar wins.
yeah.
I
Well, I guess
mean-
you can kind of say it was
Hey,
the Hanar
hey,
and Drell.
I guess the
The
Reapers have a
Drell
thing
were
for
very
tentacles.
for that defense.
That's what they do.
I mean, like, back to what, before I got off topic, it's not being broken up in any form of the word, I believe. I think it's just adding in, like I said, more factors. We got old rivalries that need to be just forgotten, because that happened with your ancestors, not you. Your cultures don't need to clash. Fighting has no room at all at the moment if anyone wants to rebuild. Like, if we don't have enough resources to waste upon fighting anymore. So either we come together and we're like, hey, I'm gonna put you on kind of a watch, just don't do anything bad. They're like, got it, hombre. And they just go off and rebuild. It's like, oh, this turned out way better than I expected. Cool. And if they, do work out, it's just melting the pot of the melting pot together. That didn't make any sense.
Possibly. Do you ever make sense, Blue?
I mean, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, I get to take a sip.
Reaper, what's your thought?
Well, I think it's the first sign of possible future problems, but like Blue said right now, there's no room for combat. with everybody rebuilding. So I think once everything's complete, it'll probably be the first sign of dynamic trouble.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But seeing how low, MEU plots and everything go, I'm gonna guess this will take a while.
I mean, there is a counselor thread going. The counselors are talking to one another.
I
Which
know.
reminds me.
It's kind of read that one.
Hang on. I think I might have to swallow the counselor thread. Oh yes, I very much do. Holy crap!
Okay. Yeah, I just don't know what happened, but okay.
It's Blue. You never ask questions with Blue. It's one thing that I've learned.
Posts.
It's really bad.
Calm down.
No, but it is an interesting topic, and we can talk about hours about it. But if this is the TAS podcast, so I wanted to break the ice with it, and it worked. Yeah, the next topic, is Tech Talk, and Tech Talk is about the IC factor of. It's not about IC, but it's the OOC. That's what is happening in the real world at the moment. And yeah, Reaper, you had the first topic, so go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to ask what everybody's thoughts were on the new FCC votes that voted in favor of keeping net neutrality. Because that's a big thing in the United States. Because if the vote went the other way, then companies would have been able to control how fast certain websites can go, and so that means companies would have to pay for their websites to go faster than others, or they would just have to get slowed down, and people would have to wait minutes to hours just to get onto certain websites.
It's kind of deeper than that. It also controls the privacy of the customer itself, and it also controls the freedom of speech on the internet itself.
Yeah.
It's something that is.
Tumblr forgot to ruin the freedom of speech, but all right.
Yeah. It's something that is at the moment still going in Europe. They do want to have more control over the internet. They want to have a hand on it, and but yeah, if you have followed the news, you hear the one scandal after another scandal about NSA listening with us. So yeah.
Hello, NSA. I know you can see us. How's it going, guys? Do you like the podcast?
Yeah, and I'm watching my words because before I know it, I'm terminated for life.
See the comment breaking through the wall.
Hey, but it's what I do wonder is the vote that now happened in the USA. Is that only for the whole USA or is it statewide?
What?
It's
I think it's
from what I understand, it's the whole. It's the whole USA. It's not statewide. I guess, but any state could technically, I guess, just make their own law against it. I think. I'm not too sure with that, but for right now, it's the entire United States. So, yeah, net neutral.
Oh, good.
That's good. Blue, what's your thought about it?
About net neutrality?
Yeah.
I mean, 14-year-old here, I don't pay attention to the news as much as I should. But
I don't do the same.
Consolation here. I did open it up, and from what I'm reading, I don't like it. Because the entire point of the internet is this super fast highway of information sharing in any form of videos, talking, words, images, and regulating them to such a point they can't do that because the provider's like, listen, I don't want that here. You take that there. It's not a good thing. I'm really bad at this. Like, holy crap.
Yeah. No, but you do know that you're saying what you're saying is correct. The internet is free and the internet is for everyone, but there's things that are people forgetting because the network original was made by the USA military.
That is true.
You-
It's true.
I don't know how it came from trying to figure out something about net neutrality to some other thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying
know
because
anything
people
about
are saying from the internet is free and the internet is from us and all, and if you look at the history, it's actually something that is born out of the USA Army.
America.
Well,
Because
No,
that's
wrong.
something we
That
talk about
actually,
kind of given.
during the Cold War.
it was a project of the Cold War itself. That's correct, but it's expanded out of there that it became free.
Yeah.
So it's really ironic that it's like a circle. It begins with a closed private network, an open network, and they want to make it a closed network again.
Yeah.
So,
And we still got Tor and stuff, so if we want more free speech.
torrents, come on. You got popcorn time and
I'm talking
Netflix.
about Tor, the dark where you have to watch out which link to click, because every 20 of them, there might be child porn on them.
Oh,
So
that's.
let's just go to the dark deep web or something.
Yeah,
Bam, no one will find us. We're like ninjas.
Oh my God. All right.
I do think it's a little too many people. Too many people are kind of using it. It's going to be really hard for anybody to try to make it closed. Like as you say, closed again.
There are way too many people who have nothing better to do than sit behind their computer all day and just argue over the internet. I don't think they'd allow people to just tell them, no, you can't do that anymore. Screw you, I got time, I'm gonna fight you.
Okay, Dragon, take your pill and shut.
Hey,
Breathe,
I don't think
damn it,
I'm
breathe.
anymore. I'm off the map. Whee!
All right. Yeah, that's a topic about net neutrality. The next topic is the Raspberry Pi, and I'm most likely the only one that is knowing about it.
I've heard several small things of it. Like, it's to
Okay.
help kids learn how to program.
Blue,
Yeah.
did you ever hear about Raspberry Pi 2?
But
Okay, that's a good answer. Reaper, did you ever hear about it?
No, this is news to me.
It's actually
What I just
old.
said.
It's old and it's already been used widely in the UK. I can actually get it. Give me a sec.
As I said,
Right back.
to help, as I said, it's mostly to help kids learn how to program without fearing that they might fuck up their computer. It's quite literally that. It's a small miniature computer to help kids learn how to program, that they won't screw up the
Alright, shush. It's a format like this. This is all. It's everything you have, actually.
Yep.
And this is second version, this one. It's most likely, I got it today, so I was like, yay! But it got four USB ports, one internet. It's got an HDMI input, and for the microphone input. Also has a micro USB for the power and an SD port, micro SD port. The only thing that I missed today, so I could not get it to work. But the actually idea about it is that you use that to create your own in a Linux OS, your own program. You got to think about making music sing out of itself, or getting the plants water, or getting a robot to walk from one point to the other point. or getting your lights on, like that. Stuff like that you can do with Raspberry Pi.
Actual
My
Raspberry
idea
Pi
is
quite tasty, by the way.
what?
Actual Raspberry Pi is quite tasty. Don't eat the microchips.
No. My idea with it is to make a radio station out of it, and it's quite quite a huge project for me, but I'm excited about it. So yeah.
So,
That's cool.
yeah.
And it's only $34, so you can buy it everywhere.
Kind of reminds me of
Sort of
Arduino. The Arduino platforms. They're kind of similar in the way that they're kind of used for computer learning about computers and stuff. I think they're more for hardware though, learning how to integrate hardware into the software and such like that.
Yeah, it's something like that, but the point of the Raspberry Pi is that it's pure for education and to explore
Costs
the
30 euros.
what? Yes,
Costs
35 euros.
30 euros and 37 cents.
Yes, I paid that. But the use for it is that to expand the children's knowledge about programming, and it's widely used in the UK. I have to say, I'm actually shocked about how much it's used and how much children can do about it and can do with it. So great.
I think we're kind of slowly progressing to an age where everybody and everything will probably have a computer or will require some kind of programming knowledge.
Yeah, you have to think about it. If you think about it, it's quite sick because in the old days you have like a room with only a computer, and nowadays you have a fat client that is like this huge, and that's your computer. And
Computers are becoming.
now it's only this.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
That's probably more advanced than the computers on the Apollo mission that they used. On
Everything is more advanced than the computers on the Apollo mission. I think currently a microwave would be more advanced than what they used back then.
Yeah.
I almost dare to ask after to say that everything is more advanced than Dragoon, but that's a different topic. Oh, come on, don't look at me like that. You asked for it.
For it. For it.
But it's a cool idea, and I noticed that Blue is really
Bored.
running everywhere, but not on the.
Blue.
It's freezing in my room. I don't think you fully understand dude.
Yeah.
It's actually freezing in your room. I thought you were like Batgirl or something like that.
Let's go now.
Batman.
Yeah, it's freaking hot in my house.
It's an average temperature here, but okay.
Hey, here in the Netherlands, it's quite comfy, so just join here. Come here.
Yeah, how
It
about
rains 24/7, and when it rains, which is always, it rains a lot.
It rains a lot, like everywhere.
Alright, let's continue towards a topic I'm going to hold into the program itself. It's called Writing Mania, and Writing Mania is exploring the ability of writing itself. And it can be used as tips or tricks for new players or old players to adapt towards their choosing, actually. And the topic I choose today for testing is the choose. I choose is the species picking, and species picking is why do you choose a human or do you choose a Solarian? What's the reason behind it that you choose that character? And why do you choose something that is very often and not something that is very rare?
Like, what do you mean? Like species? What do?
Humans
Like-
are quite easily to be explained. We're all humans, so we already know a bunch of things about them. Turians, I think, are easier to write for new people because it's just you can skip over a lot of their backstory. It's just they get born, small bit about their childhood, then 15, bam, boot camp, 15 years of military. That's easy to write and condense. It's just they go to that, small words about it, and then
All right. All right. Reaper, what is your thought about it?
I guess it just depends on the story you want to tell and the type of personalities you have. The species definitely affects the point of view of each character. So picking you it's probably the main thing I would say goes into effect. But
What do you think about it, Blue?
I mean, usually it depends upon the person's favorite race, and then, like, it just either turns into mercenary or biotic. And that's the two that everyone has.
Biotic mercenary.
Like, I'm not joking here. The reason why they choose such simple, let me try that word again, such simple concepts is because it's better to get, like, integrated into the form with a very simple character concept. So that way you can stumble about in the blind darkness with a very simple character that you are well aware of what it's supposed to act like, rather than taking on, say, an Arda Yakshi that has never killed anyone and is unaware of it and is trying to fall in love.
But if you look
It's
at
just-
it, if you look at it itself, you say that an other galaxy is indeed difficult to write, but it is the nature of the humankind itself that it is a challenge.
That's true. But, like, I mean, like, I know when I first came here, I had, like, a few concepts in mind. But I went for something simple that I knew that I could write so that I could figure out what the site was about. It's kind of like, your first character is kind of like the field tester for everything. Try to figure out what you like about the site and what you don't like. So you usually go with the very simple ones that can be changed as you stay there.
it looks like we lost Ra.
No, I'm still here, but I just shut down the camera because it's hanged.
I also have experience with helping someone create a character because I got a friend of mine into this, and then he made a character, and then he quite literally disappeared afterwards, also on the other RP sites a lot. But he mostly had trouble with adapting to the writing style and everything, because he's mostly used to chat RPs and stuff. So having to write a bunch of paragraphs is something he went like, alright, that's a lot. So I just went try to write as much as you can and stuff. But also about the character, he kind of had to get used to having his character reviewed, and then it might take a few while.
What was that?
That
It
was
was mostly a phone.
That's Skype. Hold on.
Join the chat.
Vive, what the hell are you doing?
I have no idea. But okay.
I guess to answer one of your questions, you said, what's the... No, I lost my words. Never mind.
No. What the hell?
That's gonna be right there. Shh, I lied. Don't tell anyone. I'm supposed to be a truther. Don't tell anyone.
Oh yes, this is going wide on the internet, but no one will tell.
Come back.
Okay. Back on the topic.
What topic is even on? This is a question that we have.
Well, the question itself is that why do you choose something like Krogan Master? Why don't you choose a Krogan Master, but do you choose a Krogan?
A Krogan Master?
Yeah, it's something like okay, different aspect. If
No,
you
the
choose,
biotic ones.
yeah, if you choose between a human or a Ragni.
Well,
In my opinion, if you make a Ragni, it's more challenging for the player, for the writer to make it, and to make it happen.
Ragnar are advanced characters, though.
I'm the master of making stupid, simple characters, according to someone. It's you, Blue.
Well, it's more
2.0.
people. There's kind of more people that is pointing that out, Brad Dragoon, but just saying. I mean, you do have a record with CSAC, so.
I have one.
Like,
2 characters wasn't touched with CSAC. One because
I mean-
he made the riot way worse, and Nicholas is just Nicholas. So, enough said.
Okay, stop defending yourself. Blue, what did you want to say?
I mean, it was just gonna be a retort to Drago, and I said that like Drac and I are advanced characters, so you can't actually make them right off the bat.
Ouch. Okay, you can defend yourself. Yeah, go loose, go loose. I unmiked you, you go loose.
What?
That's who I defend myself against again.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead. Blue, just hit the nerve, go ahead.
What? What?
Come on, strike me!
What? Am I retorting against Drago about his characters? Is that what's happening here?
Blue told me that she had a character idea for a 4chan that was 100 years old due to space.
No, it wasn't that. Listen up, you piece of poop. That's not it.
And that was a very special snowflake biotic.
It's not. Look, you're different.
Okay. And now you see what I'm dealing here with, people.
Back on track we go. What even were we talking about? We're talking about net neutrality, and that doesn't seem to pertain to MEU at all.
We're not talking about writing and species. Why you pick some species or character or everything?
Oh.
I guess for any new person, my advice would be to just pick something they want to do and what they feel like what they're comfortable role playing with.
I think the logical question for me in the whole matter is that if you choose a species, why do you choose this species? In my opinion, if you choose a species, if I choose a species, is I look at the activity, I don't know, bigger picture. So if the system alliance is not that active, why would I make a system alliance a soldier? If and that's the main reason I see so many mercs and merc biotics in the community itself.
They can do everything. That's what I wanted to say. Just first character, if you want to use them a lot, make them a mercenary. Mercenaries can do everything. They can do social threats and combat threats. They can do whatever.
Well, I kind of agree with what Drag is saying. They're technically the most versatile, although, the problem is that they are independent of everything. So when they have threads, like all the orgs have threads, they're kind of just left out in the open waiting for more open threads.
And how many times do the organizations have threads? Be honest. Only since Bitey have been taking over CSAC and Blue Suns, they're starting to get really active again. Everybody now wants to do stuff. Bitey.
Yeah, and to make it a fan on that point, how long is your record by CSAC again?
Once. One character. Nicholas has one bad thing, and that's because the CSAC lady pretty much hit him on the head with a bottle, and he went, alright, screw this.
I guess that's not too bad.
And then I have Kathy, and she created riots.
CSAC officers.
Like.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen and children, don't hit a CSAC officer on the head.
Hey!
And don't listen.
She started. She hit Nick on the head.
And don't listen to any advice of lovely Dragoon.
Listen to all my advice, and I'm gonna defend myself again. Nicholas was the guy who got hit. This is what happens.
Drago! I don't want to be mean, but no one cares.
All right.
I don't want to be mean.
Hey, you're gone. Your camera's gone.
No, I know it's gone, and oh, it's coming up. Yes, it is up. It's up. But I'm also going to end this show for the moment, and holy crap, we made it towards the 30 minutes mark. So
No community questions or.
yeah, we can do community questions. I don't mind, but I don't think there's a lot of questions. Yeah, Viv, you can ask. I can't see the. You know, guys. Just for the record, I got a screen like that. I can't see. Just saying. Just give us a question and make it a sensible question, because if it's not a sensible question, Dragoon, you may answer it.
Yay! I'm gonna become a regular on the show.
No, that's not true, but.
Oh!
Despite how disorganized this was, I do think this was fun.
This was fun, but problems being that we went off topic really quick, really early, and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. We need to fill up the trifecta. VV is the serious one, Blue is the girl, and I'm the idiot.
Yeah, and that's really hard to make out.
I've got so many words for you, but I'm not allowed to say them.
Oh, he learns so quickly.
I've got an entire list, and everyone will just.
Would you mind?
I'm gonna send you the favorites.
I'm looking at the. Oh, Dragon, shush. Okay.
He's like an angry parent.
People, we do have a question. Someone is actually paying attention to us.
Vivo the God. Vivo the God.
Shush. So we can answer it. Would it be possible if there was some organization and structure, so it's not pure chaos? Oh God, that's really a fifth question. I can just say one thing: it's backlog scrolls. That's pretty much the answer towards this question. I mean, backlog schools is pretty much the organization that is pure. Oh, it's not pure or chaos. Oh, right. Wait, that's difficult.
Hold on, let me read it. Question: would it be possible there was some? Yeah, there already is an organization with structure and everything.
No, he's asking. That is not pure chaos.
Would it be possible?
Would it be possible to have an organization that is not pure chaos?
What are we talking about anyway? Because I'm thinking about organizations and stuff.
Yeah, Dragoon, really, I'm gonna slap you.
It's entirely possible to have an organization without chaos.
I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the podcast.
Yes, now there's a community question. The community question is going to be asked. No, shut up. I will mute you.
I have found the power to mute myself.
I can kick you.
Oh shit. Wait, I can come. Oh no, wait, I can't come back.
Anyway,
Would you mind
there would be an organization that would be without a chaos. That I would think about CSAC, I think.
I think he was talking about the podcast.
Yes, I'm right. Let's do the dance. I'll stop right now.
No, he's talking about. What? Oh,
he's talking about the podcast
in the video. Viv, question back. What organization? We talked about a lot of organizations. What organization do you exactly mean?
Within the video.
Yeah, I know, but we have talked about 15 already.
I think he's really talking about the podcast.
Like us.
If there is no other questions anymore,
what? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm just asking for the safety.
Watch your heads. Make sure they don't explode like mine just did.
It is important question because it would make it easier to listen to. No offense. Yeah. No offense, but that's Dragoon.
I know, that's why I've
He's
been
the chaos. He is the main chaos in this program.
Well, I do play Chaos Space Marine, so.
Shut up.
Oh god. Somebody's gonna get kicked.
Is this however?
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
I warned him. I did not want to have any talk about that. I warned him. So, let's see. I'm talking about the organization and structures within the video that is easier to follow and not as chaotic. Yes, I'm sorry about that, Viv. Oh God, Dragoon is spamming the whole chat. Nah.
Yep.
Professional spammer.
But Viv, that is my apologies for the chaos if it was chaos. The organizations was talked about earlier is more about the opinions about the Krogan Empire itself. You can watch it back later on the YouTube channel. The other organizations was more opinion based on what was the Shadow Broker opinion and what was the Council opinion about it. And the last question about the species itself was more focused on the what would you as character or as player create a character that is that's going to join an organization if that's real motives.
Are we still talking about Vivo's question?
Yes.
What
just clarifying it.
He meant that the entire podcast is very disorganized, is what he meant, and I kind of agree. Like,
yeah, I know, but I tried to make a structure in it.
I know, but it's like
it's the first time, you know.
Constructive criticism time. I think.
But thanks for being a guest with me today. And Blue, I will see you next time. Reaper, I will see you most likely, maybe next time.
Okay.
And yeah, towards Dragoon, stop whining. And with the celebration dance of Blue, I'm going to shut down. Have a nice evening.